in with her empty bottle. That's about it. Oh, do you plan on going to your parents' house at any point?
Not tomorrow. Maybe Friday if you needed me to. The other thing that's happening tomorrow, I'm coming to hang out at some point in time, theoretically in the morning. So there's also that. But as far as my parents go, nothing off the top of my head, but that can be easily arranged.
It should be all right. Your dad was just going to use my pull-apart card, but I think he can use my phone number, or he can just get one himself. I think it's free. I don't remember. And, yeah, I saw the text messages about Mom coming over and visiting, so sounds good. All right, I'm almost home, so I'll throw it back to you one more time. W8HRF for ID.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, also for ID. Sounds good. 73. Hope you have a good time with the beacon net. Tell everybody I said hi. Maybe I'll get out in time to do that, but we'll see. Yeah, and also I love you. So there, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, and I will be on your final.
Sounds good. We'll catch you tonight. K8YUK, W8HRF.
KB8LNK, KB8LNK, this is KD8SLG out there on.
W8WKY.
This is KD8SLG. Someone out there give me a signal check, please.
Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Yankee Golf. Sounding good here.
You're really needy there, Nick. Sounding good here. KD8PC.
LYG, thank you very much. KD8EPC. Seems I had a bad run of coax, Dustin. I think, I don't know, but replaced it. Guessing this sounds better than this afternoon.
Way better. Yeah, this afternoon you had all that funky, poppity, popcorny noise, and you sounded like you were talking through a tin can to me. That's way better.
So, got Ron to build me a new run of coax. I think I crushed it too many times. It tested okay, but that seems to be the problem. So, cool. All right, man. I'll talk to you in about 35 minutes or so. KD8EPC, KD8SLG, and LYG, thank you very much for coming back.
Nope. 73 is KC8LYG.
Sounding good there, Nick. I'll be back for sound check. I gotta go cook my frozen pizza real quick. KD8EPC's clear.
WB4AIZ is back.
WB4AIZ, KD8SLG. I heard you out there, Chuckles. Good to hear you. I got to run outside and tape up some connections here real quick before the net tonight. KD8SLG.
All righty, sounds good. It's good to hear that you have connections, WB4AIZ.
W8WKY.
KA0KDW.
W8WKY.
KE0KDW. This is KD at SLG. How's my signal, man?
Nick. Oh, you're not Nickelodeon. Never mind. Anyhow, you've got a little bit of scratch on you, but you're perfectly readable.
And Brad, how does it compare to this?
I may have to call the sheriff and get you kicked out of the house now. You are solid 100%.
All right, I've been trying to track down a problem with the other radio I was just on, and I thought replacing a stretch of code to it. It seems I may be mistaken. How are you doing, man? What have you been up to?
Programming some new-to-me radios, and I just got back, of course, did the deal that had somebody else do the first one because I was on the way back from the grocery store. So, did that and just finished eating my dinner before I called you. Or before I put my call out, rather. The dinner's rather late. Normally my dinner was 2 hours ago, so. But I wanted to go to the grocery store and wanted to get Sonic on the way back, so I didn't eat dinner yet. So I just did that and waiting around for the net now.
Very good, very good. Well, I got you logged in, man, and you may be leading us off tonight. So there. And glad you made it home all right and all that. What'd you get at Sonic?
Oh, my usual onion rings and a Route 44 root beer, and I was going to get a regular cheeseburger, but apparently there's this new thing on our app called Cheesy Bacon Supersonic Stacker, I think is what they called it. I'm not getting it again. I didn't care for it. But it's basically a supersonic cheeseburger, but instead of a bun, it's their Texas toast.
I like their Texas toast sandwiches. That I do. Sometimes they're greasy and not as much. You don't like them as much as the stuff you usually get, but you always got to try whatever the cheap new deal is. They do a great job of advertising to the point where I can't say no.
Yeah, well, there was back in February, is actually the day my dad was in surgery. We went and got Sonic for lunch, and my sister was, reading off some of the things on the burger section to me. She came across one that was, it was a pulled pork cherry barbecue bacon burger, and she kept reading on. I'm like, nope. Let's go back to that pulled pork burger. I got to try that. It was pretty good. I didn't care for the cherry barbecue sauce, but other than that, it was pretty good. And unfortunately, it was one of those limited time deals. I got it, and like 2 weeks later, it was gone.
I think they do their best to keep things interesting and changing stuff up. So cool. All right there, Brad. I'm going to run off and take care of the things I got to take care of before I plant my butt here in the chair for 2 hours. So I will be back. There's probably somebody else out there to strike up a conversation in the meantime. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back. K0KDW. It's KDSLG. We'll talk to you in a few, Brad.
Sounds good. I gotta get another drink and wash down that burger. I've dried my mouth out. Something fierce. KA0KDW.
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is W3ETB for radio check, please.
W3ETB. How's it going, Eddie? You sound pretty good. How are you coming in?
You are loud and clear on my end, sir.
That's 2 radio checks. That's double the pleasure. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm trying my other computer tonight, and then it doesn't have the headphones on it, so I figured I could sit back, relax, and listen to the show. But I wanted to see, I haven't used this computer for the BeaconNet I'd probably never used this computer for the BeaconNet before, so thanks a lot for the radio check, W3. W3TBL, stand by.
Copy that. You do sound a bit distant and a little tinny, almost like you're using the internal mic on the computer.
Yep, that's what it is. It's the microphone right on the laptop. So, yeah, I did pump up the volume a bit. So hopefully it's coming through fairly well and I'm readable anyway. Back to the group.
Sounds good. At least by my radio, you're doing fine, but my radio readjusts audio levels as well to match my master volume. So somebody like Nick or Dustin or somebody else may give you a different report compared to mine. So do beware of that. K0 KDW will be standing by and awaiting the pre-show.
W3TB, KD-SLG. Kind of overmodulating as far as I can hear, Eddie. Might want to dial it back a little bit. KD-80PC, KD-80PC, this is KD-SLG. You still out there, Dustin?
You can walk all the way across the room. You're so needy, Nick. KD-8SLG, this is KD-80PC. What's up, buddy?
W8WKY.
Name. Instead of just Nick, Needy Nick, K0 KDW.
I was just wondering how this sounds, Dustin. If this sounds any different than before or not.
Well, before, like earlier, there was like popcorning. The popcorning's gone, but there's still like a white noise static in there with you constantly.
All right, well, this will be up for further discussion later on. This is a different radio. Same radio, different radio. And no diplexer, straight antenna into the radio. So I am miffed.
I haven't a clue. I mean, it's definitely better than it was earlier. It's usable, but there's still, like I said, something's not quite right there. Maybe a power supply?
There, this is the 991A. Sound different?
Sounds just fine.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll play some more after the net or something. Try to work something out. We may have to do some late night experimentation. Although I'm not feeling very late night experimental tonight. Just so you know. Thanks, Dustin. KD-APC, KD-SLG.
Well, Nick, I always say I'm not up for late night adventures, but you know I am. We'll sit here till 2 in the morning and getting the radio just right. Percussive maintenance, man. Did you try that? A little percussive maintenance always helps. Hi. All right, this is KD-80PC. I'm clear until, I guess, the Mickey Mouse roll call.
That you are. I'm not going to bug you again for at least 5 minutes.
KD-SLG, this is W3TB. I turned it back some, Nick. How does that sound?
Well, Eddie, I'm listening to my headphones now, which I wasn't before, and I can tell you that I think it sounds a lot better. Yeah, you were definitely pushing the edge of clipping before, so this is much more comfortable with me in headphones. And once we get into the net, I'll be able to compare your volume to some other people, and it'll make a little more sense. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan. I want you to be comfortable there, Nick.
That's right, Eddie. You got to get all these other folks involved in this keeping me comfortable thing. I like that. KD8 SLG.
I had a professor in college, and he always made it very clear that this class was all about him. We were there to provide his entertainment. So, anyways, that's what I thought of when you said that. W8HRF.
Me. Got it, Josh?
Yes, Beaker, I got it.
Oh, man, are we going to go down a Muppets trail tonight? Oh, first person that says mana, they're getting blacklisted.
Oh, the temptation is strong, but I got to connect to 1.5, so I'm not going to say it. I'll be back. W8HRF.
Mana.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, folks, we got, a little over a minute and 20 seconds until the net starts. The pre-show starts anyway. I'm going to go grab a soda. I'll be back. KD8 SLG. Wait for the girl, please.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. QST. Calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390. Positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night. Play some trivia, have some laughs. This is the pre-show. I'm going to line them up, and Dustin's going to knock them down. KD8 APC takes over at 10 o'clock. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass your net control. Your net control operator this evening for the pre-show is KD8 SLG, Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. My personal is Nick. November, India, Charlie, Kilo, just Nick. So, we'll take a couple rounds of check-ins, and then we'll go back through the list, see who's sticking around and play trivia and who isn't. But first,
Let's check in with tonight's Beacon Net crew, as I like to call it, the Mickey Mouse roll call. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. You there, Dustin?
It might be. I suppose I'm here. Good evening, Nick. This is KD8EPC. We're here. Hopefully things are sounding good, and we're ready for the net. With that, this is KD8EPC. Back to pre-net control.
Thanks, Dustin. Sounds like you're ready to rock and roll. Make sure you pick up the right microphone. Ha-ha! K8QKO! This is KD8SLG. Are you out there tonight, Nick? K8QKO was up early this morning. He was on his way home from the gym during the barometer net. I wonder if he's napping. We'll ask again. K8QKO, KD8SLG. You there, Nick? All right, nothing heard. Let's check in with Josh. We just talked to him a minute ago. See if he completed his task there. W8HRF. This is KD8SLG. Josh, you have both trivias tonight. Is that true? KD8SLG, W8HRF. Yep, that is true. The wife is away from the ham shack. The baby is asleep upstairs, and she gave me her trivia questions. So I got both of them, and looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun net. Talk to you. Well, I won't talk to you. I'll talk to Dustin in a little bit. KD8SLG, W8HRF.
W8WKY.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. You sound fabulous. Going to clear a W8HRF. See if Eric's with us tonight. KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. Are you out there, Eric?
KD8SLG, KE8VZA. Yeah, Nick, I am way out there. Anyway, I am going to use crossband repeat so I don't have to be vertical tonight, and I'm going to give this net a whirl. So I will be around riding the roller coaster that is the gory aftermath of the sinus infection, which everyone is no doubt sick of hearing of, as am I. Anyway, back to you, Just Nick, KE8VZA.
Man, I'm sorry, Eric, but you are sounding better than you did at the height of the ailment. I will give you that. So you try to stay up with us tonight, and we'll do our best to keep you awake. But if you fall asleep, don't worry about it. Dustin will yell until you get up. Going to clear a KE8VZA. That wraps up tonight's Beacon Net crew. I've got WB4AIZ. Chuck was in there. He's in and out. Chuck has a little bit of touch of COVID right now. I hope he's feeling okay. K0KDW, Brad, I got you in there. W3ETV, Eddie, you're on the list. AB8MO, Andy, you are in there. K5CFY, you are in your usual spot. And KC0LRM, Kelly, I've got you on the list. Let's see who else is out there tonight. This is KD8SLG. I'm taking check-ins for the Beacon Net. I'm listening.
KB5QAI. Kilo Bravo 5, Quebec Alpha, India.
Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot, Juliet, Foxtrot.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8, VOX, Scott. KF8, AXO.
Uh-oh, I just stepped on whoever was keying up on the 700. Can you please come back, give me your call sign? I walked all over you.
Delta Lima Bravo, Dan.
All right, I got you there, Dan. Oh, man, I'm doing it again.
This is KB5QAI.
All right, KDAI, Pete, that was your second to that round. I got you the first time there, buddy. You're on the list. NTAD, Dave, I got you. KJ5FJF, Jason, you found us tonight. Good to have you. Thanks for joining us. K8VOX, Scott is in there. KF8AXO, got you in there, Dave. And W2DLB, really quiet there, Dan, but I pulled you out. Let's do another round here, see who else is out there, and then we'll start seeing who's sticking around. It's KDSLG, I'm listening. All right, I had one check in there, and that one was also from the 700. Super low audio. Right up on that microphone, and let's give it another try, please. All right, I'm going to try it. I think it's KE8AJT. Is that Michael? KE8AJT. Am I close? I got even less that time. Try giving it to me 2 or 3 times phonetically, please. I got Kilo Delta 8 Alpha Juliet. One more. I'm going to keep you on the list there, and when we get back to you, we'll try again. Maybe things will clear up a little more by there then, or you can find a better spot. Let's talk to who we got so far. As I said, Chuck was in and out, WB4AIZ. Hope you're feeling better, Chuck. And we got Brad in Missouri, K0KDW. Brad, good evening, sir. How you doing? Are you going to stick around tonight?
KA0KDW, yes, sir. I will be sticking around.
All right, Brad. Good to have you in here with us tonight. Let's go to Maryland, talk to Eddie. W3ETB, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Eddie. How you doing? Are you going to stay up with us tonight?
Never stay there, Nick. Yes, I will be here.
All right, Eddie. A little bit of noise in with you there, but you're definitely not over-modulating. I'm thinking you're picking up some ambient noise there with your computer microphone. That's what I'm thinking. Glad to have you here tonight, Eddie. Going to clear with W3ETB. Let's talk to Andy. ABA. Oh, this is KD8SLG. Thanks for working Sunday night there, Andy. Do appreciate it. How you doing? You going to stay up with us tonight?
KD8SLG, AB8MO. Yeah, if I don't get another phone call. I've been having a lot of fun with my new amplifier, and I lost track of time, but I'm here. I don't need an amplifier here. The station, it was like all noise on 700. We got 2 other repeaters in the area that you could try. One of them is 147015, and if you're on the east side of Cleveland, that would be a much, much better choice. And if you're south towards Akron, 147.39, and that would be a 114.8 hertz tone, and Newberry is 110.9. So you're like in the static. We're trying to get you, but if it's KD8AJZ from Parma, which let's see here, Josh is trying to insist that it is. If I try 015, you might be able to be getting into that one a little bit better. All right, I'm done with my rant and rave session. Hey, I was proud of myself. I ended on time, and hopefully you'll do the same. Back to you, AB8MO.
All right, Andy. Yeah, I think it was several other people now, John, W8LYO, and Eric, both thought it was Zulu, and it does resolve as being Parma Heights. So KD8AJZ, Rich, I've got you on the list now with a little bit of help. And maybe you can try one of those other repeaters and make the trip a little easier tonight. And once again, thanks, Andy, for Sunday night. Going to clear with AB8MO, who is sticking around. Let's go out to Tulsa and see if Ray's with us tonight. K5CFY, this is KD8SLG. How you doing, Ray? You going to stick around tonight?
W8WKY.
Uh-oh, nothing heard there. He may have had another net to do or something tonight. If they have any weather, he does the weather net, so we'll keep him there. Dustin can catch up with him when we get to the top of the hour. This is the W8WKY repeater, listening to the Beacon Net. I'm KD8SLG, and next on the list we got Tulsa. Kelly, KC0LRM. This is KD8SLG. Hey, Kelly, how many beers are you up to tonight, and are you sticking around?
I haven't started yet, just getting ready, though. And yes, I am sticking around. And how did y'all know I had Taco Bell for lunch? Aha, Eddie. All right, back to you.
Oh, Taco Bell sounds good about now. All right, well, crack one for me, Kelly, if you would, please. And I've got you sticking around tonight, too. Going to clear with KC0LRM. And next up, we got Pete. KD8AI. How you doing tonight, Pete? Are you going to stick around for trivia?
I had left a repeater on my end. Well, it depends. My repeaters probably have to drop the link here for a little bit, and I've got the news line that comes on at 9:05 my time. On the repeater, it's right after the repeater. It normally disconnects at 9 o'clock, so or on my time. So I have to do a little configuring here, but I'll try to stick around and see what's going on tonight. I haven't been on here. Gosh, I don't know how long it's been. And got on the Beacon Net, stayed for the whole thing. Even though I've been up, I just doing my repeater. I've got it set where it drops off the border breaker hub up there at 9 o'clock or 9:05, and then the ARN Newsline comes on after that on Wednesday night. So I'll have to do some switching around here. And I'll try to stick around with you, Nick.
All right, Pete. It's been a while since I heard you on Wires X or on C4 FM. You've still been dabbling in that as well?
Oh yeah, I was on Wires X last night. In fact, talking to some local guys here, one over in the western part of the state and another one up in Kansas. We were in there on the Oklahoma link last night. Wires X, it's about 11 o'clock or so, I guess.
Well, I missed you guys. I pretty much always have my my Wires X node hooked up to Oklahoma link, but there were 2 local nets last night, and I had the volume turned down, so I probably missed y'all. I do think I remember hearing the radio clicking away there in the corner, like they do for the digital stuff. Kind of annoying, but let you know when somebody's on there. All right, Pete. Well, I got you on here, and it's good talking to you. Thanks for stopping by. Get it clear with KB5QAI. Let's talk to Dave, NT8D. This is KD8SLG. You want to remind everybody about the fox hunt this weekend, Dave?
Hey there, Nick. Just arriving home from our gig at the Jenks. Fox hunt, Sarah-sponsored fox hunt. The important information is at the Bueller's parking lot in Wadsworth between 10 and 10:30. If you get there after 10:30, nobody's going to be there to greet you. The planned first prize is going to be a blackberry pie. I suggest going with a partner. It's a lot of fun if you have somebody to go do this with. It really makes it a pleasurable experience. Be safe. The winner is not the first one there, but the one who has the least number of miles getting there. Starts at 10 o'clock, and I'll see everybody at the finish. Thanks a lot there, Nick. I'll jump in and turn on the base station and see if I can stick around for a little bit. KD8SLG at GAP.
All right, Dave, I got you sticking around. Thanks for the information there. And, yeah, it's definitely a team sport. I don't want anybody driving around by themselves trying to hang out the window with an antenna. That's a recipe for trouble. Get it clear with NT8D. Let's go talk to Jason in Tulsa. KJ5FJF. This is KD8SLG. Welcome to the Beaconette, Jason. Are you going to stick around for our trivia tonight?
Sure thing. This is my first time into this net. Sounds like a really fun net to join. Yeah, I'll be here. I don't know how long the net goes, so we'll find out in probably about at least an hour and a half or so. This is KJ5FJS.
All right, Jason. Yeah, what we do, I do this pre-show thing. So we get most of our participants lined up, and then at 10 o'clock, Dustin takes over. We'll hear the trivia questions, and then we'll go down through the list. Usually moves along pretty fast. I usually get out in a little less than an hour, or a little more than an hour, depending on traffic. So there you go. We're going to clear with KJ5FJF, who's sticking around. Let's get a lake report from Scott. KE8VOX, this is KD8SLG. What's going on, Scott? You going to stick around tonight?
Hey, good evening there, Nick. Good evening, all the listeners. Yeah, I'll be sticking around. I'm going to be doing Eric, a VZA, and being Feds on the air tonight. Going to flip the crossband on and lay down, but I'll be here. This is KE8VOX, sending it back to you, Nick.
Scott's activating Coda tonight. Couches on the air. All right, Scott, got you in there tonight. Good to hear you, man. Get it clear with K8VOX. Next up, we got Dave, KF8AXO. Dave, how you doing tonight over in Green? Are you going to stick around for trivia, or do you have to get up way early tomorrow? KF8AXO. He may have been in and out and I missed it. You still there, Dave? All right, we're going to mark him as in and out tonight. Next up, we've got W2DLB. Dan, this is KD8SLG. How you doing tonight, Dan? You going to stick around for trivia?
I just picked up and went to my bigger antenna. How do you copy me now? Over.
Loud and proud, Dan, loud and proud.
Roger that. First time picking up this net. I'm assuming there's an Allstar link on the 700 repeater. In Elyria, I don't think I've found this before, but usually past my bedtime. I just happened to be on vacation this week and was sitting around listening to 2 meters and hooked up with you guys. Sounds interesting. I probably won't stick around, but I'm going to listen for a little while. This is Whiskey 2 Delta Lima Bravo from Erie County in Sandusky, Ohio.
W8WKY.
And there was a word from our sponsor. Yeah, Dan, we are linked up with the 700, the 015 in Newbury, and let's see, the Boredom Breaker Hub in Oklahoma. We got Missouri in there tonight. We got the Fireside Radio Network East Coast Hub is linked up. San Francisco is in there tonight. Who else? We got Daytona Beach, Long Island. So lots of people listening in on the Allstar Node for sure. So I'm going to keep you on the list, and we'll see if we capture your interest enough to keep you awake tonight, Dan. It's good to hear you come back again Wednesday and Sunday nights. W2DLB, this is KDSLG. We're clear. And let's try Rich here. I finally got your call sign right, Rich, with a little bit of help, I think. KD8AJZ, this is KD8SLG. Give it a shot, Rich. Still pretty low in the volume there, Rich, but are you going to stick around for trivia tonight?
Yeah, affirmative. KD8AJZ, that's right.
All right, heard you a little better that time, Rich, and I heard that affirmative very strongly. I got you sticking around tonight. Rich is the bottom of the list. I got about 5.5 more minutes before Dustin takes over. If anybody else out there wants to get in on the action tonight, this is your chance. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
I want a chance. KG4SCK.
Here is KB8LNK. I'll be in and out, but listening.
All right, we picked up 2 there. KG4SCK, Mark, and KB8LNK, Ron, in and out. Oh, my good friend Ron. Thank you very much, Ron. Saved me as always. Got you marked in and out. I'll see you tomorrow at the meeting, if not lunch. Let's talk to Mark. KG4SCK, this is KD8SLG. How you doing, Mark? Welcome back to Ohio. And are you going to stick around with us tonight, or are you just here to get your ticket punched?
KD8SLG, KG4SCK. Thank you for the welcome, Nick. It's great to be back in Ohio amongst all the Hamley citizens amongst us here. I'm loving it. Banging away on the computer keyboard, tweaking my Fox over here, and you guys come out and see me Saturday. I'll be handing out the Fox tickets. Just keep your eye out for a black Toyota Tacoma with Oregon license plates. I'll even put on a bright yellow vest for you. Might even wave a few tape measure Yagis around. Anyway, I got a few tape measure Yagis if somebody needs one. I'll even carry a couple of spare HTs. So there you go. KG4SCK will be playing tonight for as long as we can, Nick.
Cool, Mark. Hey, what frequency is the Fox going to be at so that I can set up my my handy talkie beforehand?
Well, if we deploy my Freaky Fox, it's going to be 147.555. You'll have to ask Dave about the primary Fox, the big Fox, because I forgot. That would help. Good question. Thank you, Nick. KG4SCK.
I just don't want to look like an idiot standing in there in the parking lot for 20 minutes trying to figure out how to program a Yaesu handy talkie with 400 menus that I haven't touched in a year. So I'll get with NT8D there and see if we can get a confirmation on that one, on that frequency. Thanks, Mark. And I got you sticking around tonight, too. Going to clear a KG4SCK. I think there's another Mark out there. I might as well just call for him right now and see if he's there. KC8FQV, this is KD8SLG. Are you out there, Mark?
Yep, Nick, I was going to come over to the radio and get on there, but yes, I'm here. So, hey, we'll be around for the net KCFQ. I invited a couple of them guys from the Worcester net to come over, and they might. So, KCFQ, Eric was there. I think he ran the net tonight, and I can't quote the other guy. But they were talking about antennas and that. That net went pretty quick over there, KCFQ.
All right, Mark, I got you sticking around, and I know that you'll be sticking around for trivia. You always do. And thanks for spreading the word. And, yeah, I guess I checked in before you heard me over there. I did check in with the Worcester Club, which is one of my other clubs. And I did talk to Jerry for a while earlier tonight. He's making big decisions about antennas at his house. So he's got stuff going on, so I'm sure they are talking a whole lot about that. I got about 45 seconds. See if anybody else wants to get in here. KD8SLG, I'm listening.
W3ETB radio check there, Nick.
W3ETB, KD8SLG. Oh, you're kind of overmodulating a little there, Eddie, but you're fully copyable. KD8ABC, KD8SLG, take it away.
All right, thank you so much there, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8PC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net is every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a direct net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside, and various other networks throughout the country, so we ask you to keep for a couple seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show. I'd like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Nick must have got them all there. Let's go up here to the top then, and let's go talk to W8HRF. Josh, he has both our trivias tonight. Josh, take it away.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. I will be your trivia guide tonight. Right, tonight's main trivia question is the following, courtesy of Lucy. This is technically her question. If the election had a different direction, which presidential candidate would have had a ham antenna on the roof at the White House? Your options are Alpha, Bernie Sanders; B, Barry Goldwater; C, Thomas E. Dewey; D, Bertrand Cornwaldo Bean; or, as his supporters call him, Bertie Bean. All right, so that's the main. I'll read it again real quick. If the election in a different direction, which presidential candidate would have had a ham antenna on the roof of the White House? Is it Alpha, Bernie Sanders; Bravo, Barry Goldwater; C, Thomas E. Dewey; or D, Bertrand Cornwaldo Bean, or AKA Bertie Bean? We'll let this drop and I'll read the alternate question. All right, tonight's alternate trivia question is, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, what was the longest hot dog? It was the record for the longest hot dog was set in 2011. How long was it? Your options are Alpha, 303 feet; Bravo, 492 feet; Charlie, 573 feet; or Delta, 668 feet. Again, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the record for the longest hot dog was set in 2011. How long did the hot dog measure? Your options are Alpha, 303 feet; Bravo, 492 feet; Charlie, 537 feet; or Delta, 668 feet. I'll get these posted in the blue screen. W8HRF, back to KD8EPC.
All right, Josh. Well, great questions, and I'm just having thoughts of where do you get a bun big enough for a hot dog size? So there you go. Let's see here. I don't know if we don't have any mobiles here, so we're going to start right up here at the top, and let's talk to Brad, KA0KDW. What's going on?
It's nice being first because I don't have to forget my answers. I'm going to go with Charlie, and just for the fun of it, because I have absolutely I don't have any idea on either one, but for some reason I feel like Charlie is right for the first one. And for the second one, just for the fun of it, I'm going to go with Delta, because why not? That would feed me for goodness, who knows how long. That probably wouldn't even last me 2 months, to be honest. Anyhow, it'd probably outlast me if I tried to eat it, because I'd probably have a heart attack from it. But anyhow, as I said before the net, been working on some radio programming the last couple of days. I bought some, will be buying. I currently possess them, but I will be buying. So I just have to pay for them now. Kenwood NX200 radio, which is a NXDN analog radio that came from one of the sheriff's departments here in Missouri who was on NXDN. They are no longer on that particular digital flavor, so they're selling off all their old stock, and somebody I know from DMR bought several of them, and he's selling for $100 a piece, so I bought one, and he sent me two, because one of my club members had one as well, because we're all NXDN as far as public safety goes up here, so he wanted one to be able to listen. Plus, we can use them on the NXDN ham repeater, so that's been about I've been playing with that. Also got a new antenna put up yesterday. Let me break real quick. Got a new antenna put up yesterday. It's a GP9. It was an upgrade from the X50A, and an upgrade it was indeed. I am doing wonderfully on repeaters and even on simplex. So I look forward to when 2 meter has a gangbusters like it did last August, because on this new antenna, a VHF opening ought to be extremely fun to work now, even more fun than it normally is. So we shall see how that goes. I guess I need to get back on HF at some point. I have been on HF in a couple of weeks, so probably ought to get back on there. And for those wondering, and please don't sing to me, Dustin. I don't know if any of us would want to hear that. Maybe somebody will. Maybe you have a lovely singing voice. Who knows? But last week on Wednesday, it was my birthday. 29 years around the sun. KA0KDW, back to the net.
Oh, don't you worry, Brad. We recorded a happy birthday song for you, and it's coming in the mail. Hi. But, man, sounds like you got those radios, and you should be able to enjoy those. And we got you down for C&D for the trivias there. So we're going to say 73 to you for now, my friend, and we're going to jump over here to Maryland and talk to W3ETB. Eddie, take it away.
Well, hopefully the modulation is better now, and I've been trying to fool around with the computer, and that didn't sound too good when I did an echo test, so I apologize, Nick, for straining your ears there. And then I put the headphones into the computer and tried that. That didn't sound too good either, so I said, well, all right, let me try my phone. So here I am on the phone, and I had to adjust the mic gain on that to see if I could get it to work right. So hopefully I'm coming through, fairly well. I would have gotten on the Beacon, actually on the Bordenbreaker net this morning, Dustin, but I was at 2 doctor's offices. So there, you know how that is. If you're at a doctor's office, you might as well figure you're going to be ruining your whole day. So, and the one doctor had already ruined my day by taking a large chunk out of my hand, so actually my arm. And so I'm trying to see if I can get that to heal. And see, as far as my answers for the 2 trivia questions, I'm just going to make it very simple and go with B and B. So B&B, bread and bread and bed and breakfast. Anyway, back to you, Dustin. W3ETB, back to net.
All right there, W3ETB. Well, Eddie, it's great to hear you out there, my friend, and it's always a pleasure. We got you on for B&B there, and we'll forgive you for not being there earlier, but we're glad to hear you this evening. Let's go over to AB8MO, Andy, in the land of snow and maple syrup. How are you, Andy?
W8, wait a minute. KD8EPC, AB8MO. Doing too many things at once, like you are. I'm trying to get I saved the profile, and I backed up my NetLogger profile, and I'm in the process of restoring it. So the next time I have to take the prenet, I'm not running blind like I was last time, although I did remember everybody who checked and what their preferred name was, which was great. I was just able to just edit it on the fly, and it worked out okay, but that was, I don't want to be running into that again. That is one long hot dog there, Josh. Let's see here. Are you doing boat trivia? That's not fair. Strapping you a boat? I don't know. Anyway, we'll go with, let's see, B Bravo on the main stands out to me. And I'll just leave it at that. And, which one do I want? 492 feet long. Because that's the closest to my, no, wait a minute. Yeah, it's the closest to my loop length, which is about 540 feet. So we'll do Bravo and Bravo. Let me know a place there. I don't know if you want, where in Macedonia there, Dustin. Back to you, AB8M. Oh, by the way, had a great time with Josh at lunch.
I forgot about the Border Breaker net, so everybody got a vacation on 015 because I was on vacation, so I forgot about the net. I'm sorry. So I was available, I just didn't think of it. Back to you there, Dustin. I'm done for real now. KD8APC, AB8MO. All right there, Andy. Well, great to have you with us. And, you know what, I'll take a look there and see what else there is, and maybe we'll get something different than usual. But great to hear you. And, you know, we did miss the L15 today. I was thinking there's usually that fellow, what's his name? I think Bob from Oakwood that checks in, and I didn't hear him today. So there you go. So we'll say 73. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you there again real soon. Let's go over and talk to Mr. Ray now. K5CFY. How you doing?
KD8APC in the net, K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Dustin. And thank you for running there, always lighting up the airways here on Wednesday and Sunday nights. We definitely appreciate that. And let's see, I'm going to go with Mr. Eddie. Since he's such a sharp guy, I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo. So anyway, again, thanks for doing the first hour of the Border Breaker Net today. Andy, you just really missed out. We'll catch you later, K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. So great to have you with us. We got you down for B&B, and boy, we had Border Breaker Net, but it did start out slow there. So for anybody who doesn't know, you can find Mr. Ray and all the other wonderful net controllers every day on the Border Breaker Net at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. Ray, thanks again for joining us. Always a pleasure to hear you, and we'll catch you again down the log. We're going to say 73, and we're going to stay over there in Tulsa and talk to KC0LRM. Kelly, how you doing?
Forget. Got to go with a Cornwall beam, but actually I think it's Beltron, not Bertrand, but I could be wrong. And for the second one, I think I'm going to go with C. I don't think anybody's picked C yet. Change of plans tonight. Instead of beer, we're having wine, so I'll be a wino tonight. So with that, back to you, and I'll let you get another lesson. Like I said, glad to hear y'all here again the second time today. All right, everybody have a good one.
All right there, Kelly. Well, you be careful with that wine, because, you know, the last couple times I drank it, it hits you quicker than you think. So we'll say 73. We got you out for Delta and Charlie. We're going to go over to Pete now, KB5QAI. Good evening.
Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else on the net. I'm glad to be on here this evening. Hopefully my repeater doesn't drop the Border Breaker hub while I'm talking. It's stopped at 9 o'clock and it didn't yet, so it's liable to. If it does, I'll have to reconnect it. Anyhow, I just want to get in here tonight, and while I'm in here, I want to invite everybody to check into our little net here on Monday night at 8 o'clock Oklahoma time. You can do it through the Border Breaker hub. It comes in on our local repeater down here in Dakota. It's Crossroads Amateur Radio Club net, and we're on every Monday night at 8 o'clock, and we have a good time there, and I invite everybody to come check in with us there. You can do it also on Echolink or on Allstar. You can connect direct to it, or you can connect through the Border Breaker hub, either way, on Allstar, and or you can connect through Echolink at KB5QAI-R. And anyhow, back to you there, Dustin, and 7-3.
All right there, Pete. Well, thanks for stopping by, and we'll have to try to check into the net there one of these nights with you. So we'll say 73 to you, and we're going to go talk to Dave now. NT8D, how you doing?
Hey there, Dustin.
everybody on the Beacon Net. Nice to join y'all. This week I'm up past my bedtime all week. So I have to say hello. Got back from doing a gig at the Jenks building over in the Falls with the Outliers big band. It went pretty good. Band sounded pretty tight. Doing Fiddler on the Roof this weekend over at Talman. So back to that tomorrow. Those gigs go till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And as I said, that's just past my bedtime these days. Hope everybody's doing well. Weather's treating us well here. I thought it was going to try to rain. Just a little bit of frog spit is all we got. Got some work done on boat hatches. I tell you, there's nothing worse than sanding epoxy and fiberglass. I'd rather sand wood any day. That dust is just so fine, it just gets everywhere, and you can't avoid it. But not a bad day all in all. Thanks for taking the call. Let me get a beep real quick. I did not write it down, and I should have, but if I remember correctly, the frequency for the Fox is going to be 10 kcs above the triple nickel. I think it was 147.565. But I will, I got to set up the radio and turn it on, see what frequency it turns on to. But I think it's going to be 147.565. And if it's anything different, I'll make sure everybody knows. Again, Fox Hunt starts at Bueller's parking lot. Show up at 10 o'clock. Everybody starts leaving at 10:15. And Mark, KG4SCK, is allowed to leave the parking lot at 10:30. So if you get there after 10:30, there's going to be nobody there to greet you, but you can still try to find us. You won't have an envelope, though, so make sure you get your envelope, get your mileage checked. Lowest mileage wins, not the fastest person. So don't speed, don't get in an accident. Be safe and have fun. Back to you there, Dustin. Thanks very much for taking my call tonight. Back to Net Control from NTAT.
All right there, Dave. Well, a rare pleasure to hear you this late in the evening. So great to hear you. It sounds like it'll be a good time there. We'll say 73 and have a good one, and we'll catch you there again real soon. This is KD8TC with the Beacon Net. And next on the list here, we're going to go talk to KJ5FJF. Jason, how you doing?
Doing well. I think I'm going to join the Bravo crew. That's a really long hunt, though. Other than that, I'm just anxiously waiting on the transceiver I bought from Radio Audit. Thought I'd try one of those cheap Chinese brands and see what happens. Other than that, that's it. KG5FJF.
All right there, Jason. Well, glad to have you with us this evening. A little bit noisy, but we got everything you had to say there. So we're going to say 73 to you for now, and we're going to jump on down here to Scott, KEVOX in Vermilion. What's the lake report? Scott, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. This is KE8VOX Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie, Vermilion, Ohio. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's been pretty nice all day. Lake has started calming down, and this evening it is flat, calm. Slight breeze coming in off the lake, though, so it's good sleeping weather. 68 degrees the last time I looked. And I'm outside on the porch right now enjoying it. I was going to go to bed, but my dog wanted to go out first, so that's where I'm at. And that's pretty much it on the lake report. Just don't get no nicer than this. And my answer for trivia is B and B. So that's all I got. Thanks for doing the net, Dustin. Doing a great job. This is KE8VOX. Sending it back to you. 73, everyone.
All right there, Scott. Well, thanks for joining us, and good to hear you for a second time today. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo for your trivia. So we're going to say 73 to you. Have a great rest of the evening, and we'll catch you there down the log real soon. Let's go over and talk to Daniel now. W2DLB, good evening. Take it away. All right, one more time there. W2DLB. Daniel, are you out there? All right, nothing heard. Let's go over to Richard now. KD8AJZ, how you doing? Man, that might be a twofer there. Let's go try for KG4SCK. Mark, are you there?
W8WKY.
Yeah, I just changed my voice a little. W8WKY. No, KG4SCK. Trivia questions. Okay, I had to look it up real quick, and I think I'm going to go with the majority. BB. Get out my BB gun. Bravo, bravo. And if I recall, Dave, I think the big box was on 146.565, but I could be wrong. Anyway, good to hear you, Dustin. Looking forward to picking up some corn this weekend, maybe, and looking forward to Demolition Derby and POTA and all sorts of things. And looking to see everyone at the Fox Hunt. KG4SCK back to net.
All right there. Well, you'll shoot your eye out, Mark, so be careful. We got you down for B&B. Great to hear you. I won't be at the Fox Hunt. I've got to work that day, but I am looking forward to Demolition Derby. Looking forward to seeing you there again real soon. So we'll say 73, and that's going to bring me down to the northernmost mark. KC8FQV, take it away.
KCFQV here. Yep, I've got the Bluetooth on. I'm running through RF tonight again, so I can hear myself real good. It's going to be Goldwater B and D on the second one. So everything else is going good here. So send it back to net control. We did many of the net. Oh, I got to go do one more thing. So I would send it back to net, but we'll be listening, KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. We got you down for Bravo and Delta. You go safe travels on your other nets there, and we'll talk to you again down the log real soon. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list here, and we're ready for some more check-ins. So stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Mike, KE8ZRM. Scott on the Novosaurus Falls right now.
All right, I heard a bunch of clicking there, but I did pick up K6KJV, Rev Kevin. I picked up K8ZRM Scott, so we'll try everybody else here in a second. But before I take another round of check-ins here, I'm going to go up and I'm going to have our trivia master here, W8HRF, reread our trivia questions. So, Josh, take it away there.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. All right. Tonight's main trivia question is, if the election had gone in a different direction, which presidential candidate would have had a amateur radio antenna on the roof of the White House? Your options are Alpha, Bernie Sanders; Bravo, Barry Goldwater; C, Thomas E. Dewey, and D. Bertrand Cornwaldo Bean, or as his supporters call him, Bertie Bean. Again, your for who would have been a ham in the White House had they got elected. Your options are Alpha, Bernie Sanders, B. Barry Goldwater, C. Thomas E. Dewey, or D. Bertrand Cornwaldo Bean. And let this drop, and I'll read the alternate trivia. All right, tonight's alternate trivia. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the record for the longest hot dog was set in 2011. How long did that hot dog measure? Your options are Alpha, 303 feet, Bravo, 492 feet, Charlie, 573 feet, or Delta, 668 feet. Again, how long was the Guinness Book of World Records longest hot dog, which was set back in 2011? That record was set then. Your options are Alpha, 303 feet, Bravo, 492 feet, Charlie, 573 feet, or Delta, 668 feet. W8HRF, back to KD8EPC.
All right, thank you very much there, Josh. We really appreciate you doing the trivias tonight there. We do have a couple on the list here. We have K6KJV Kevin, and we have K8ZRM Scott, but before I go talk to them, I'm going to make one more call here for check-ins. Are there any other stations that are waiting to check in? Please call now.
KD8EPC, K8SLG, go Dustin. I dropped Fireside.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, let's go down the list here and talk to Kevin. K6KJV, Rev Kev, how you doing?
This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California, and I'm doing just fine. It's kind of funny. I was sitting here eating dinner. I was getting ready to check in, but I didn't check in, so it must have been ESP. So two minds think alike, I guess. So with that, I'll say, Nick, Josh, Lucy, Rubber Chicken Wrangler, Larry, whoever else is out there, Mr. Ray, because I'm not on blue screen. So, and you know what my answers are. Double D, Delta and Delta, because the Cornwaldo beans are always right. I don't care what anybody says. If their answer ain't right, it's rigged. So we're going to have to do a recount if they ain't right. So with that, I'll take and get ready to finish my dinner here and pass the mic back to you there, Dustin, from K6KJV. It's all yours.
Now, you wait just a minute there. You can't tell us you're having dinner and not tell me what you're having.
K6KJV returning. I'm having Mississippi chicken over white rice. So if you want it, it's pretty good. So look it up on the internet. Mississippi chicken over white rice. K6KJV, back to you.
All right there, Kevin. Thanks again for stopping by, my friend. We got you down for double D's, and we'll say 73 and catch you down the log. Let's go talk to Scott now. KE8ZRM, take it away.
Well, good evening. I'm on a handheld here, so hopefully it comes in all right. My trivia question will be Bravo VB. And I got a lot of radio stuff going on this weekend. I got breakfast in the morning with the Inner City Amateur Radio Club in Mansfield. Then a meeting tonight for the Sarah Club. And then on Saturday, I'm going to try to make it to the Fox Hunt. But, you know, that's how that goes. And then I got another dinner for the Inner City Amateur Radio Club on Saturday night. So, besides that, hope everybody has a good, safe week. This is my Friday, and I'll be done for 2-3 days. So, 7-3, and good to talk to you. This is KE8VRM.
W8WKY.
All right there, Scott. Well, good to see you. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo there, and boy, it sounds like you're definitely busy with all the activities there. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log real soon. All right, Scott was the bottom of my list. This is KD80PC with the Beacon Net, and I'm looking for some check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Might be a quickie here. KD8SLG, take it.
KD8PC, this is KD8SLG. I'm sorry, I was looking at the Mississippi chicken and my mouth was watering. Seriously, look it up. It looks really yummy. All right, let's get trivia out of the way. Although I do believe that the real answer is Bravo for Goldwater. That's just tucked away in there somewhere. I am going to have to go with Delta and Delta for my answers tonight because I am voting in solidarity with Rev Kev. So there, who just turned me on to Mississippi chicken. Thanks, Kev, and enjoy that for me. What else? Let's see. We do have a meeting tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Eagles Airy in Wadsworth. And, of course, we will be at the Costa Nuestra, 5 o'clock-ish for dinner beforehand. It's my understanding that Jason has a presentation for us tomorrow night, a short one. And we're going to try to make the meeting short so we can spend a little time as a club. We'll see how that works out. And, yeah, we got the Fox Hunt Saturday morning. That's pretty exciting. And next weekend we got POTA, so a whole lot going on with Sarah Club. And, wow, I didn't know there was a Ham Fest Saturday morning, too, Norse Ham Fest. So a whole lot of stuff going on. Looks like it's going to be an early one tonight, Dustin. I just jinxed it. KD8PC, this is KD8SLG, back to net control.
Recheck.
Stand by there, recheck. Give me 1 second here. All right, KD8SLG there. Boy, you know what? You probably did jinx it, so there you go. I'm also going to go double D because I'm looking up this Mississippi chicken, and it looks absolutely delicious. So you go double D. We're going to go down to recheck real quick here. Recheck, go.
Yeah, this is B5QAI. I didn't get in on the trivia a while ago. It slipped my mind. And I'm going to have to go with Goldwater and whatever 668 is. I think it was E. And the other thing I want to comment on was somebody about a coda, couch on the air. How about a rota, recliner on the air? That's the way I play over.
All right there, Pete. Well, you know what? I could do some recliner on the air. That sounds all right. You know, that could also work for rocking chairs on the air. They could be the same acronym. What do you think?
Yeah, that'd work. My recliner rocks. When it's not stretched out, just sitting here while it acts as a rocking chair. So yeah, do. And it all depends on what band I'm on or what I'm talking on, what handy talkie I've got with me. Where I've got my digital handy talkie or just the one I'm using now, one of my analogs, and or one of my digitals, and what have you there. So I do the rotas quite often there. I also do the Echolink early of a morning with my cell phone, sitting in here having my cup of coffee there over.
I hear you there, for sure. All right there, Pete, did you have anything else for us tonight?
No, that's it. I just thought I'd jump in there. I'm turning it back to you, Dustin, and thanks for running the net. You do a good job. Check us out on Monday night sometime. KB5QAI, downtown the Greater Metroplex, Circa, Oklahoma.
All right there, Pete, 73, and have a great evening. Well, let's go see if we can talk to Nick at night. I don't know if he's here or not. KAQKO, are you with us? All right, nothing heard. Let's go down to a couch on the air there. K8VZA, Eric, take it away.
KE8EPC in the group, KE8VZA here. Had to wait for the crossband repeat to click in there. But let's see, trivia before I forget. I'm going to go with Bravo, Barry Goldwater, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and go Charlie, 537 feet for that big hot dog. Got to see the grill for that, right? Anyway, this past weekend, went down to a family reunion in northern Kentucky, and Mark SDK explained why I didn't hear any banjo music, because that's not far enough south in Kentucky, I guess. So, but it was a good time. I got home Sunday night after driving through all kinds of rain, which started, of all places, around Xenia. But white knuckle driving for a lot of the way really wore me out. And been still battling the lack of energy from this recovering from this sinus infection. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride. But anyway, good to hear everybody tonight, and we'll throw it back over to you, Dustin. This is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Well, glad you had a good time down in Kentucky. We got you for Bravo and Charlie there, and it's good to hear you on the net tonight, my friend. We're going to say 73 to you, and we're going to go over here to W8HRF. He's not going to give me any trivia answers of his own because he's going to be answering them both. But give us your comments and then give us the trivia answers, Josh.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Good evening, Dustin, and good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. Let's see. Yeah, it's weird not giving a trivia answer. I don't have too much to report. The baby is in bed, sleeping soundly. She went down peacefully with her sippy cup in one hand and her blanket in the other. She looked like a Peanuts character, kind of like Linus, sucking his thumb on with one arm and sucking a thumb and then holding a blanket on the other arm. So I'm trying to think what else. I'm just sitting here looking through POTA details. What else have I been doing? Not much. I'm going to have some flyers to pass out for POTA that John at PCARS, I can't remember his qualifying W8 something made. They look pretty good. So that's cool. Looking forward to that. The meeting tomorrow there. At the very least, I will be there. I'm not sure if Lucy and Betty will be there, but we will see. Yeah, POTA's coming up on the 27th here, Saturday the 27th. Sarah will be out at West Branch State Park. We're going to be at the East Boat Launch Pavilion. There's more details on the website. I would check the website so you know exactly where you're going before you come. But if you get lost, give us a shout on either the 39 or the 015, and we'll try to guide you in. Out that way in Ravenna, it'll probably be a better shot to get into 147015. So that's the plan there. Let me let this drop for a minute.
W8WKY.
Appreciate all the folks bringing radios, and for Nick and Gary burning burgers and dogs. Looking forward to that. Hey, and if you're interested in seeing how different clubs for POTA and the different setups that everybody has, P-Cars won't be far away. They'll be activating at the same time. They'll be over at Lake Milton at the Harry Meshel picnic area. It's only about a 15-minute drive away, so we'll see if some folks go over there and stop by and say hi, and that'll be good. So, anyways, with that, I'll see everybody at the meeting tomorrow, and let me drop this and read the trivia. All right, tonight's main trivia. That was, if the election had gone in a different direction, which presidential candidate would have had a ham antenna on the roof of the White House? The answer was Bravo, Senator Barry Goldwater. He lost in 1964, the presidential election, to Lyndon Johnson. Senator Goldwater, he was known on the air as Kilo 7 Uniform Golf Alpha, was a ham for many years, and during the Vietnam War, actually provided radio telephone link to a bunch of, like, thousands and thousands of GIs and their families. So that's pretty cool. Let me let this drop one more time, and I'll read the alternate answer. I'm reading Scott's comment in the blue screen. All right, tonight's alternate trivia answer. The trivia question was, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the longest hot dog was Delta, 668 feet long. Specifically, it was 668 feet and 7.62 inches, but hey, who's counting? Guinness currently lists the world's longest hot dog as being made by Novex SA, I guess it's a company, at the 2011, I can't even pronounce what that word is, Exoferia in Paraguay. Let's see, it was 264 pounds. The sausage was then, or not this, I don't know, I guess it was cut up into like 2,000 different pieces and served to a whole bunch of people. The reason that they did that was actually the Guinness Book of World Records previously revoked the record for the world's largest bowl of fried rice after determining that its creators wasted it. So the hot dog was created to be a minimum of 200 meters long to commemorate Paraguay's 200th anniversary as a country, I guess. So anyways, that's the story there. There's your trivia for tonight. Thanks for running the net, Dustin and Nick. We appreciate it, and we'll say 7-3s. W8HRF. 7-3, everybody.
All right, Justin, thank you so much for doing both trivias tonight. I really appreciate it, man. You have no idea. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to go down here and take some more check-ins. We have Taco Tim on the list, I see, but any stations waiting to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
K0KDW with a recheck.
All right, we picked up KI5TAQ and a recheck from KA0KDW, so let's go talk to Taco Tim. KI5TAQ, take it away.
Good evening, Dustin. Nice to hear you once again. we say, kind of a bit of interesting history there. Like was said, would have had a ham in the White House. Love to see the ham in the White House, just don't know who now. But that hot dog, oh boy, that would be, that should be called a belly buster after that. Mississippi chicken. I don't know who came up with the idea of the Mississippi chicken, but that must sound very, very yummy. And I'm sitting here getting ready to clock out and head to my house pretty soon. And I pestered my monkey. And he was in the belly of a whale today. And that's all I could say. So I'll just send it back to net control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Well, great to hear you out there, my friend, and I hope you don't have too much fun at the rest of the Big W there, and have a great rest of your evening. We'll say 73, and we're going to go talk to Brad now. KA0KDW, take it away.
Good evening yet again. I'm going to have to ask for a repeat of the second. Missed the answer for that. And I even had a question for W8HRF, and I meant to ask this during my earlier comments. He said during the pre-check that Lucy was away and the baby was asleep. And then he didn't clarify. He said, but she gave me her answer first, or her question for the net first. I'm assuming he meant Lucy, but you never know. You know, you never know who gave him the question. Could have been Lucy, might have been somebody else. But anyhow, if I could get a repeat of the whatchamacallit for the second question, the answer for it, that's what I'm looking for. I need to go to bed. That way I can actually think. K0KDW.
All right there, Brad. We're going to go right to W8HRF. Josh, take it away.
W8DPC, W8HRF. Let's see. Main trivia answer was Bravo, Senator Barry Goldwater, and the alternate was Delta, 668 feet long. So that's Delta, 668 feet long there, Brad. Lucy's question that she wrote was the Barry Goldwater question, and she's just out spending time with her brothers. So that is what's going on there. And oh yeah, if I said he, anybody who knows me knows that I'll flip. I'm a little dyslexic when I speak sometimes, so that would be why. So, anyways, W8HRF back to KD8EPC.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. Really appreciate you doing that tonight, and glad Lucy's having fun with her brothers there. So we'll say 73 to you. We're at the bottom of the list, and this is the final call for check-ins. This is KD8EPC. Please call now. There's a station coming in, I think, from the 700. You're just so quiet. I can't pick any of it out. I can't get you at all there. I am sorry. You want to try one more time? All right there, KD8AJZ. Rich, go ahead. Take it away.
W8WKY.
All right there, Rich. I'm sorry, I can't understand a thing you're saying there. We're having some repeater problems between here and there, so sorry about that. So, but we got you on the list there. We had you in there, so we got you on the list, and hopefully we can get this resolved before the next net. So we'll say 73 to you and catch you there down the log. With that was the bottom of my list. This is KD8EPC, and I'm going to pause for time for just a second. And on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the Beacon Net crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net Sunday night at 10 p.m. here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Board and Breaker net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. This is KD8EPC, returning the repeater to normal amateur use this time, and I will be clear. 73, all y'all.
It's W8HRF, KA0KDW.
Howdy, Brad. W8HRF.
Yeah, I had to give you a hard time about the she thing. Because you had said, well, you put the baby down for sleep upstairs, and Lucy had left. You said, without any context, you said, but me the trivia question first. So I had to give you a hard time about that, on which sheet you were talking about. So just a little fun and humor there. And hopefully, I think I gave you my number in an email. You're welcome to text me, and I would hope you would, when you do POTA, to let me know which frequency to look for. And I will definitely go out of my way, whatever I'm doing that day, to try to work you guys.
Hey, that sounds good, Brad. Yeah, I'll try to remember to shoot you a text. I'll make an alarm, a calendar notification to remind myself around 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Once we have everything set up. And we'll be on every band that we can process. Let's see, we have some folks bringing. We'll be able to get on 80, 40, 20, 17, 15, 12, 10. Well, in theory. We don't have bandpass filters for 17 or 12. So if anybody has bandpass filters for 17 and 12 meters and is coming to the POTA, let me know, because that would be awesome. That'd give us 2 more bands we could get on. But yeah, sure. I think I got your email. I got your number in that email, so I'll try to remember to shoot you a text.
Sounds good. Hey, now you're playing the drums. Anyhow, I'm just full of it tonight, so there you go. Full of something, that's for sure. But I look forward to it. And I do know that during the daytime, I can work on 20 meters Ohio. I've done it a few different times for POTA activators. In the early morning, I can do 40, and I think I've done 180. A single 80-meter contact in Ohio. And I think that was during the dark hours. Not to be confused with the dark ages.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll be out there early enough for 80 meters, but I will have. Yeah, okay. I will have if it works. I recently got an 80-meter off-center fed dipole for POTA, but when I tried it the other day, it would not tune up, but I think maybe I just did not have it high enough in the air. I had it in an inverter configuration, maybe 15 feet up, so I'm thinking if I get it a little bit higher, and maybe more, not so much of a V, more of a more of a dipole configuration, then I might be able to get it to tune. I was actually thought it would tune on everything from 80 through 6, so I need to read something. I need to read a manual on it or something, or just try to get it higher in the air. I'm going to bring my pneumatic tennis ball launcher so that if folks want to get there, if they have wire antennas, they want to get them really high in the air, we could do that. So we'll give that a shot. Literally. But anyways, sounds good, Brad. I'll shoot you a text, and it should be good. Actually, if you want, we'll be linked up to. We'll be trying to use the W8WKY and the W8OKE, the 147.015. They're going to be linked up through Allstar, and we're going to use that for we might try to coordinate some park-to-park contacts, and also if folks get lost on the way or if they're just trying to contact us out at the park, then it should be a good way to get hold of us.
Sounds good. Yeah. I will, I may text a buddy of mine, or actually I'll be riding with him tomorrow. He's going on finish up some paperwork on a job that he was awarded a couple hours away, so I'm gonna go ride with him and play some scanner radio, because there's some switched from one system to another, and I'm going to go figure out what their stuff is, and well, I know what it should be. Figure out the full parameters of their new radio system. So I'm going to go play some scanner radio tomorrow, and I'll talk with him about it, and if he's free on the 27th, what I may end up doing, see if he and I can't go out and do some activations and work you guys more than once, hopefully, and get you a few park-to-parks as well.
K0, KDW, W8, HRF. Hey, that'd be pretty sweet. No pressure, but that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I think we currently have 3 clubs out here in Ohio that'll be activating that day. So having one in Missouri too would be kind of a treat, or just having another couple of guys activating a park out in Missouri would be pretty sweet. So regardless, I'm sure we'll talk to you that day. But hey, very good. Sounds like you're gonna have a fun day tomorrow. Yeah, it should be good. Nice. That'll be awesome. All right, Brad, I'm gonna throw it back to you one more time, and then I'm gonna head on upstairs. You can start getting ready for bed here. KE0, KDW, W8HRF.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll be in contact with it. I would like to organize something with some clubs down here and coincide with you guys, but maybe if you guys have a planned date for sometime after July 27th, we might try it again. By the time I found out about it, I think it was a little bit of a short notice to try to talk with some clubs. There's some individuals interested, but I don't know about if we could get clubs interested without, 2 or 3 months notice. Assuming y'all plan that far ahead, because sometimes I don't plan that far ahead. Sometimes I don't plan what I'm doing until I do it. So there's that. That's how some of my POTA activations have gone. Not this very last one. We had a good idea of what we wanted to do, but the one before that, Buddy showed up at my house, and we didn't decide where we were going to go until we pulled out of the driveway and started rolling. And then we were, let's go to this park. Let's try it. So sometimes we don't know what we're doing until we hit the road and see where the wheels take us. 73. Wednesday and Thursday nights are my stay up late nights here lately, because normally I've been asleep before 9 p.m. Central, so it's my stay up late night to be able to join the net here and a net on DMR from North California on Thursday nights. So 73, have a good evening, and we'll talk to you down the log. Kilo Alpha Zero, Kilo Delta Whiskey. Let's try this the other way. W8HRF, this is KA0KDW. Have a good night. I about switched our calls, so there you go. We'll be clear.
right, sounds good, Brad. Yeah, I think there's been talk about making a POTA, kind of a multi-club POTA event, kind of a once-a-year thing, which would be kind of cool. So we'll see what happens. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I know some of the guys at P-Cars have mentioned that, so I think that'd be pretty cool. So we'll see where it goes. And Wednesday is a good night to stay up late, I guess, if you don't have work in the morning. But sounds like it's a good day to play radio. All right, we'll catch you later, Brad. Have a good night. K0KDW W8HRF.
Well, I will say that I'm currently on disability, so I don't work. So I can stay up late, go to bed, kind of do whatever I want. So there you go. We'll be clear and off air. K0KDW.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG.
Hi, Nick. Go ahead, bud.
All right, so this is my latest iteration of trying to fix my noise. What do you hear?
At the start, it was popcorning and white noise. By the time you were done, it was just the white noise. So I think something is still wrong.
All right, man. Okay. Back to the drawing board. Thank you very much. KD8SLG.
Hey, Nick, can you just do me a favor and just tee it up for like 15 seconds and just don't say anything? Alright, yeah, it's still there. I was wondering if it was just a, when you were talking deal, or if it was there all the time doing it. I would check connections, maybe a power supply. I don't know. It's strange. Something over there is making noise in your radio.
Was the microphone moving at all there, Nick, when you were holding it on?
WHRF, KD8SLG. No, it was just, it was up against me, so, to cover up the holes. So you may have heard my heart beating.
Got it. That's what it was. Never mind. No, I'm kidding. W8HRF.
KD8EPC, W8HRF, KD8SLG. I'm going to do some other stuff, so maybe I'll be back on here trying again.
Alright there, Nick. I'm going to run down the hall here. I got to take care of that, but I'll have it on for a while. It's my day off tomorrow again, so I don't have to be up early. KD8EPC, I'm clear.
W8WKY. W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, mobile.
W8WKY.
KYUK. This is Keith, LG. How you doing, Lucy?
Even more whooped than I was the last time we talked. How are you doing, Nick?
I'm fighting with some sort of antenna, radio, or something issue.
Yeah, I heard. I popped in what turned out not to be the end of the net, but around like 11:03 on Echolink, and I heard you and Dustin testing, and yeah, that's wild. When did it change? After the boredom breaker net, or was it during?
No, this is some ongoing thing with the radio I usually use. For some reason, it's tweaking some of my other electronics, so I'm gonna have to. Anyway, yeah, I'm in the midst of troubleshooting. So, new coax, straight to antenna, battery power, not getting why it's still noisy.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Well, I don't want to keep you if you're working. I've got a little bit of a drive left, but if you're still working on that, unless I can help, let me know.
Oh, I'm crawling around in dust and grime and all that stuff that gets hidden behind things when you leave them there for years. So, yeah, I'm having fun with that. And, yeah, so you drive safe. Josh was in here a few minutes ago, but he may have already taken leave. So, KYUK, KDSLG. I'll talk to you later.
Well, I wish you luck with that. Watch out for paper clips and sharp objects that also may be lurking. Yeah, Josh, I think, has gone to bed if the text he sent right before I left was any indication, but hopefully he's asleep. That man needs it, and I should be home pretty soon. So with that, I wish you luck, and hope you figure it out, and hope you're not too frustrated in the meantime. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, and I will be clear with KD8SLG.
You know, the nice thing about having an Allstar Node and no wife home yet is I can have the radio on right by the bed here. KYUK W8HRF, operating Boda.
I laugh out loud. Yeah, make sure it's not too loud that you'll wake the baby up. Geez, this cart is going so slow. I mean, he's not, but he feels like he is. I should be getting off 76 here in a minute, so I am almost home. I wish you were asleep for your sake, but I'm glad you get to have a kick at the Allstar Node, I guess.
Got distracted by watching YouTube videos, but I shut it off finally, and I'm about to go to bed, so I'll see you in a couple minutes. K8YUK W8HRF, see you in a bit.
Okie dokie. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo. I will be clear with W8HRF and mobile and listening.
W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8.
KB8LNK, KB8LNK, this is KD8SLG.
Well, now that sounds normal. Sounds like it usually does. No crackling, it's nice and clear. I'm not getting any background noise at all. I like that, it's good and strong.
All right, well then I'm going to start messing it up and put the diplexer in line. Now, I'm pretty much done for the night, I think. This is working, so I'm going to leave it sit for a day or two and see if it returns.
Okay. Did you have a mic loose or something on it? Or what was all the crackling? You just got a wire loose inside and you switch mics to get rid of that.
No. From when you were telling me it was crackling 20 minutes ago, okay, or whenever, this is a different 2980 with the original microphone that has only ever really been used for that POTA event. So this is a whole new radio. So I kind of took the radio out of the equation. I think it was just a matter of moving the antenna.
W8WKY.
Oh, okay. So it isn't quite perfectly back where it used to be. Wonder, I know whenever you're in the car, all you got to do is move it forward about 18 inches some days, and it totally changes the sound of the repeater. Maybe that's all it takes then.
Well, I started out by doing that, and it didn't help. So, you know, perhaps I've just finally found the sweet spot. It was a comedy of errors, a new coax, no barrel. You know, at this point, it's hard to say what was changed and what wasn't. There, it's working. I feel good about it. It's time to go to bed. What do you think?
Well, it's good that it's working, and if you're happy with that, yeah, I'll shut up so you can go to bed and see how it works in the next couple days and go from there, I guess.
I could keep moving the antenna an inch or two, you know, until 5 tomorrow morning, and we could get it perfect, I guess. But it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, maybe we ought to prop it up in the air a little bit higher, and yeah, then you wouldn't have to move it around. Oh, well. Yeah, it sounds real nice and clear right now, and it sounds pretty much normal to me. I don't hear anything with it now.
Well, this is to put an antenna. So there. I got nowhere else to put an antenna up in the air. You know that. So this is what I got. This is what I'm doing, and I'll just keep tweaking it a little bit more every day. So, all right. Thanks a lot, Ron. You have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. KB8LNK, KD8SLG. I'll be clear on your final run.
Alrighty. Nice chatting with you. We'll catch up with you later. See you tomorrow. Good night. KB8LNK for clear.
W8WKY.